Welcome to the podcast Passport by eConsulate. I'm joined today by Jop Fellinger. Thank you very much for joining. You are the Chief Executive Officer at ION-ENERGY. Would you mind telling us a little bit about the company itself?
Well, sure. Our company is formed in 2017 around an idea of capturing ions out of the atmosphere and capture the energy that comes with it. And from there, we developed it and got patents, and we're working now on our proof of concept prototype to get it CE marked. So once we got that, we can actually buy it.
And how was the process of identifying, maybe you can also let us know how you were involved in this, or if you were involved in this, and identifying that there was a gap in the energy market that you could tackle with the company itself?
Well, I got involved because the inventor knew me from way back. I'm a corporate lawyer by trade, and he wanted me to head his company and see how we could actually get the funding and all the other things around having a company, even a startup, to have it all sorted out. So that's where we started. And actually my function sort of evolved in getting funding, putting in my own funds as well into it, and being more or less like an ambassador for the whole invention and the technology, which is actually what it is.
Were you also looking for outside funding from any VCs or
yeah, definitely,
investors?
yeah. And we found out that VC environment in the Netherlands is not really that much of a venture capitalism. This is really new. I can understand it's disruptive. Never heard of it, but there you go. We patented it. It works, but still, it's too early stage. It's this, it's that. So we're really happy to be actually invested in by Fellinger-iON-ENERGY, which is like a European-wide fund, and they do invest in early startups as early as TRL level 3, if that means anything to you, but that's quite early. And they actually assist us also in business building, so the business creation part of it. So we're really thankful and really like the cooperation that we have with them since May of this last year. So this is our anniversary almost that we cooperate with them. I'm really happy to have them on board as our shareholder.
And at what stage is the company right now? Also looking at the future steps into growing the company more.
This is a very exciting moment in time. So we have the technology working. We have this proof of concept prototype, which is basically looking the same as what you would actually purchase, hopefully 1 year from now. But it doesn't have the full capacity what we anticipate. It's 100 watt, 24/7, 365, which is amazing already. Nobody can do that. But we want to go for 500 watt hour, so we can actually get the same harvesting as 16 solar panels would give you in 1 year. So that's quite a lot. But for the same price, and also in places where you cannot have PVs because it doesn't have anything to do with the sun.
And what sort of time range are we looking at that you try to implement the 500 watts?
We want to do this within this year, but we also have to acknowledge that we also have to do some fundraising. So in order to speed that up and also get into the production side of it, we need investment now to get this faster to the market, because there's a huge need. We have net congestion in the Netherlands, which this product is just wonderful for. We have all the other problems that we face in terms of expensive energy, a very volatile market. People are really unsure whether or not this net metering scheme will go on. And what I've just read is that the government wants to be done with it in 2027. So we need this alternative on the market as soon as possible. Therefore, we really need the funding to get it done quickly and correctly and have a great market entry. Yeah.
And for now, you're only focusing on the Dutch market?
Dutch market now. We do have talks in Germany, but in Japan, for instance, but also in the US. So that's, basically they're investors who actually want to be able to enter the market there with this technology.
So essentially to go abroad, how much do you think would your personal, but then also from people that are involved in the country, their networks help international networks with making those steps abroad?
Oh, absolutely key. We need those networks because we need market entry. We definitely don't need opposition of the incumbents. We don't want to be ousted out of a market because some fossil company doesn't like what you're doing, which may be the case, but better than that, they can actually join us and try to be a shareholder, what have you, and actually make profit from the fact that there is a new alternative to fossil, to solar, to wind, etc.
Yeah, which also leads to the fact that obviously sustainability and future-proof is, especially in, well, talking about the energy sector is a huge thing that also becomes bigger and bigger. So how do you see your role in that?
Well, our contribution there is really that we can actually offer decentralized power generation, which is hugely important because of all the problems that we have. It's because it's too big. It's big wind farms, it's big solar farms, it's big this, big that. Very thin cables that have to transport it. They planned 4 nuclear power plants in the Netherlands to cope with a lack of electricity. I don't know when they want to finish it, but I hope that by the time they actually have the cables in the ground to transport the electricity that they want to generate. So, you know, that there's so much opportunity to complete the mix of energies that we have, because, you know, this is not the only solution. We need all the energy sources in the mix, and for a time being also fossil. There's no doubt about that.
Very interesting insights in the energy sector, but then of course also for ION Energy for now in the Netherlands, then fingers crossed also abroad. Thank you very much for all of these insights, and good luck with the future endeavors.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.